What's going on, guys? Bill Monsoon here. Today I will talk to you guys about Final Stand and if it's worth getting, my general thoughts on it and all things like that. And before I start, I quickly want to say I started my Battlefield Bad Company 2 Let's Play yesterday. The first episode got a couple of views. I haven't looked at it in a while, but it seems to be doing okay. Hopefully you guys will enjoy that series. I want to try and finish this one. Rarely do I actually, never have I finished a series on a game. So I'm going to finish this one. Either way, I'm going to finish the game by myself. And I'll probably be recording it either way. So anyway, for Battlefield 4 Final Stand, I will quickly want to go through a couple of things about it and give my thoughts on them as I go through. So the first thing is the maps. I love the maps in this game. I think they are brilliant. These are some of the best maps I think we've seen in Battlefield 3 and in general in Battlefield. That sounds a bit extreme, but one of the maps I don't like much, but the rest of them are just superb. So the first map is Giants of Corellia. I really like this map, but this is my least favourite as well. It's the worst for Conquest. I don't know what it is. I just really dislike this game for this map for Conquest. It just doesn't work with me. I'm not a fan. But I haven't really played it either. Saying that, the reason I haven't really played it is because I've just been avoiding it. That is how much I dislike it. But it is actually okay for things like domination, team deathmatch, where it is actually better and in general is more enjoyable. So the second map is Hammerhead, which you can be playing on here. I really like this map. This map is great fun. I was saying before about the mix of infantry and tanks, and by that I mean you can see here I'm in this sub-pen area, and there's no way a tank can get in. There's a big channel through the middle where they can get through, but you don't really get much a line of sight. But as soon as I leave that area, there is a lot of space for tanks, vehicles, helicopters, and various things like that to attack me. And I really like the mix of it. There's a point where it's both infantry and tanks, and then there's points just infantry and just tanks. I'm a big fan of this map. I really like this one. So the next map is Hangar 21, which I think is the best map. I really like this one. It's really good fun. It's an uphill battle, and when I say uphill, I don't mean that it's a constantly difficult battle. I mean that it's literally up a hill. The US team spawns at the bottom, the Russian team spawns at the top, and because of that, the map has a sort of a real Final Stand feeling to it. I hate to use sort of a cliche term like that. But, there are points where you'll be hid behind a rock and people shooting at you, and you're trying to hit an RPG shot at long range, and it really feels like you're in a battle zone where you got to bunker in or you're dead. I really like that map, and I haven't yet tried it on Rush, which I really should do because I can manage to run pretty good. So the next map and the final one is Operation Whiteout. Now, I haven't played too much of this one, but I have played. I think there's too much snow. It just covers up the whole screen, and it just stops you seeing from like a certain distance at one point. I think they should cut it down a little bit. Personally, I struggle to look at it. When I haven't played this game for a while, my eyesight isn't as good with the game, so I struggle to look at it, and that map just causes havoc when I try to play it and I can't see properly. I struggle to look at it. So then finally, I want to talk about the guns and sort of the new equipment. So there were no guns with this new DLC, which is kind of a shocker to everyone. We were hoping for something cool, especially when we hear this was a 2142 themed one. We were hoping for some futuristic weapons. We sort of got some new stuff, which I'll explain in a minute, but we did get a new knife, which is a knife with a bipod on it, which is pretty cool. If you guys have ever seen the YouTube series Battlefield Friends, you'll know that the Colonel 100, goes around killing choppers with his knife, jokes about how he just got the bipod for his knife. So I thought it would be a good idea to add this into the game. I haven't yet seen it. I don't really want to see it, clip a picture or anything like that until I get it myself. You have to go to the Colonel 100, which is just level 100, and eventually then you get it, which I'm going to push myself to get there, because I can do it, but it depends if I can keep playing the game long enough. So next there is of course the Phantom Bow, which you've probably seen videos on if you're part of the Battlefield community. Personally I'll be doing one if I ever get it. It's just that cool. And in general, this is just a very cool little Easter egg. I really like the way it was done. The last episode, sort of the last section to it, was a little bit of a letdown. You know, all of them have been like, you go to the internet, you have to find out who this guy was, find out this stuff, and it led to some pretty cool stuff. But the last one was a cool sort of completion of all the missions, but it was a little bit of a letdown because there was nothing super extreme to it, aside from some, you know, collecting dog tags and getting all the camos. It was cool though, and the Phantom Bow I haven't yet used, but of course I don't want to spoil it. I know what it looks like, but I don't want to spoil it using it for myself until I get it. If anyone wants to find out how you get the Phantom Bow, I'll leave a link down in the description of this video to a Jack Frags video about how you get it. Go ahead, look at it. Even if you don't have the game, it's an interesting video to watch anyway, so go ahead and do that. Now finally, I've got the other things to talk about. The new in-game pickups. I'm sure you've seen the railgun. There's the new XD1 drone, which has an LMG on it. It's like a MAV, but with a machine gun, which is pretty damn awesome. It is a little bit weak. I think that, to be honest, make it a little more powerful. Leave the gun as it is. It's not so strong. It's good, but you know, it's just powerful enough. But increase its health, you know, because it takes like one shot to destroy it, which is pathetic. You know, no way you're gonna do anything good or productive with that. And now, two more things. There are new dog tags hidden around the map, which are these cool, like futuristic ones where you'll randomly find them around the map. And I don't mean like you know, you'll walk somewhere and you'll pick it up. I mean they're hidden in the white boxes, which you knife, and then you can pick up the dog tag, and from there you have it. And it's cool, except for the fact they spawn randomly all around the map, and there's only one per sort of one per group. So if there's 64 players and somebody gets to it before you do, it's gone. You know, you're not getting it back. I think that's a little bit broken. Also, I don't like the random spawn, because people will just spend hours doing this, and by that they're not playing the game. And it's, you know, the whole point of being in the game is to play it, instead of, you know, searching for these dog tags is a waste of time. So they really should make it so that they are just in the same place on every map, or at least somewhere really hidden. So then finally we'll talk about the hover tank and the new snowmobiles, which are really cool, both of them. I really like the hover tank. It's really cool. It looks so futuristic, and it's just a lot of fun to go in. But it is hard to drive, and I'm not really a fan of how it's done. It, like, you know, you move the mouse and it twitches one way, then you move it again, it twitches the other way. I really like it if it was actually a smooth movement. But it's good, and to be honest, I don't think it could be overpowered. It's a tank that hovers. It's not really going to be overpowered. So now finally, I basically want to give my thoughts on this game, or this, you know, DLC, and tell me if you get it or not. I'll have a video coming out in a bit about Premium, and part 2 after all the DLCs that comes out, should you get it, or should you, you know, wait for Hardline, get something else. If you're debating which DLC to get this one. I really like Infantry Combat. A lot of people say they like Naval Strike. I'm not fully sure why. I think it's good, but personally it kind of gets on my nerves. And I kind of have fun in it, but it's not my favourite. I definitely prefer Dragon's Teeth though. If you were going to get one, I'd say get this one just because it has more bulk in it, but Dragon's Teeth is also a good pickup. So that's all guys, thanks for watching this Boom Monsoon, or see you next time guys, Boom Monsoon, out.